Hey there, welcome to Why Can't I Talk? Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and anxiety? Like you're constantly worrying about what other people think of you? Many of us share a common fear, the fear of being judged. But what if I told you that this fear is just a pattern that you've learned and that you have the power to break free from it? Patterns are powerful things. They can help us survive when we're young, but as we grow older, they can also hold us back from reaching our full potential. This video will explore the fear of being judged and how patterns can keep us stuck in limiting beliefs. But more importantly, we will talk about how you can break free from these patterns and start living the life you truly want. So if you're ready to overcome your fear of judgment and start living boldly, keep watching, subscribe, and see how these 9 powerful tips will improve your life. It is crucial to comprehend our internal patterns to overcome limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns. As children, we establish patterns of conduct and thought that help us navigate the world. However, childhood experiences can also lead to negative thought patterns. For example, suppose a child receives constant negative feedback from a caregiver or parent. In that case, they may begin to believe that they are incompetent or inadequate, resulting in self-doubt and a fear of judgment in adulthood. Bullying is an example of how childhood experiences can impact speech patterns or self-image. Negative thought patterns can develop into adulthood if an individual is bullied as a child due to their looks, interests, or speech, such as stuttering or mispronouncing words. Consequently, the person may be afraid to be themselves, speak publicly, or engage in one-to-one conversations for fear of being ridiculed or judged based on their looks or speech. This negative thought pattern can hinder personal and professional growth, making it difficult for individuals to speak up or seize opportunities that require confident communication skills and a positive self-image. Fortunately, the brain is neuroplastic, which means it can create new pathways to replace old patterns. Although it takes time and effort, rewiring the brain and overcoming limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns is achievable. Recognizing our internal patterns and understanding how they shape our beliefs and behaviors is the first step towards creating new positive thought patterns and developing new positive beliefs. Number 2. Overwrite your negative patterns. Overwriting negative patterns is crucial to overcoming self-doubt and fear of judgment. Negative patterns can be deeply ingrained in our minds, and it takes effort to overwrite them. However, consistent practice makes it possible to replace negative patterns with more positive and empowering ones. One practical strategy for overwriting negative patterns is using positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are statements that are repeated to oneself to reinforce positive beliefs and self-talk. For example, someone struggling with self-doubt may repeat affirmations such as "I am capable" or "I believe in myself" to help replace negative thoughts with more positive ones. Another effective method for overwriting negative patterns is cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. CBT is a type of therapy that focuses on changing negative thought patterns and behaviors. It involves identifying negative thoughts, replacing them with more positive ones, and developing new positive behaviors and habits. Overwriting negative patterns can significantly impact one's ability to overcome self-doubt or fear of judgment. For example, someone who has internalized negative messages about their abilities may struggle with feeling confident in their skills. By overwriting these negative patterns with positive affirmations, or CBT, they can develop a more positive self-image and feel more confident in their abilities. Overwriting negative patterns is a powerful tool for personal growth and development. Number 3. Overcome self-doubt and fear of judgment. Overcoming self-doubt and fear of judgment is necessary for personal growth and success. Practicing self-compassion and self-care is a powerful strategy to accomplish this. Self-compassion involves treating oneself with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness. This can be challenging for those who are used to self-criticism, but with practice it becomes easier. When negative thoughts arise, it's important to recognize and acknowledge them without judgment. Instead of criticizing oneself, the focus should be on redirecting these thoughts towards more realistic and positive ones. Practicing self-compassion can help individuals reduce their self-doubt and fear of judgment. By being kind and understanding to oneself, it becomes easier to take risks and face challenges. Individuals who practice self-compassion are more likely to bounce back from setbacks and failures, as they treat themselves with empathy and support. Self-care is another important aspect of self-compassion, which involves physically, emotionally, and mentally caring for oneself. This includes engaging in activities that bring joy and relaxation, caring for one's health, and setting healthy boundaries in relationships. By prioritizing self-care, individuals can boost their self-esteem and confidence, which can help them overcome self-doubt and fear of judgment. Finally, it is crucial to take action and face one's fears to overcome them. This could mean practicing public speaking or seeking feedback on one's work. By taking action and facing fears, individuals can prove that they can overcome self-doubt and fear of judgment. For instance, a student who fears presenting in front of his class can start by practicing his presentation with a friend or family member, gradually building up to presenting in front of a small group of peers. Through this process, the student can gain confidence and experience success, ultimately overcoming their fear of public speaking. Number 4. Dealing with criticism and negative comments. Dealing with criticism and negative comments can be tough on one's self-esteem, leading to self-doubt and fear of judgment. When someone receives negative feedback or comments, it can trigger feelings of inadequacy, shame, and anxiety. But here's the thing, criticism often says more about the person giving it than the person receiving it. For example, people sometimes leave negative comments out of jealousy, insecurity, or wanting to be mean. So don't take criticism and negative comments personally. It's important to understand that. Now, when someone gives you feedback, try not to react impulsively. Instead, take a step back and evaluate the feedback to see if it has any truth. If there is, use it constructively as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. However, if the criticism is unfounded or malicious, it may be best to ignore it and move on. Another thing to do is to reframe the feedback in a positive light. Instead of focusing on the negative aspects, try to find constructive feedback and use it to improve. Remember that nobody is perfect and everyone makes mistakes, so practice self-compassion and don't be too hard on yourself. In conclusion, dealing with criticism and negative comments is a part of life, but it's important to maintain healthy self-esteem and overcome self-doubt and fear of judgment. By understanding the reasons behind the criticism, evaluating its validity, and reframing it positively, you can constructively handle negative feedback and use it as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Number 5. Find your support. Overcoming self-doubt and fear of judgment can be daunting, but having a supportive network of people can make a huge difference. It is essential to surround oneself with people who encourage and uplift, rather than criticize and bring down. The importance of finding supportive people in your life cannot be overstated, as they can help to provide perspective, offer guidance, and give a sense of belonging. One practical tip for finding supportive friends and family members is to seek out people with similar values and interests. This can be done by joining groups or clubs that align with your passions, attending events or gatherings, or even reaching out to acquaintances with similar goals or experiences. It is also essential to communicate openly and honestly about your struggles and needs with those in your life. Doing so can create deeper connections and cultivate a sense of trust and understanding. Online communities and support groups can also be great resources for finding support. These groups allow individuals to connect with others who may be going through similar experiences and offer a sense of community and belonging. It is important to find groups that are positive, uplifting, and non-judgmental. Overall, finding supportive people in your life can be a powerful tool in overcoming self-doubt and fear of judgment. By surrounding yourself with positivity and support, you can gain the confidence and strength to tackle these challenges and achieve your goals. Number 6. Embrace your vulnerability. It can be scary to put oneself out there and risk being judged or rejected. But vulnerability is not a weakness. Instead, it allows individuals to connect more deeply with others and foster empathy and understanding. By being vulnerable, individuals can show their authentic selves and form deeper connections with others, leading to a greater sense of belonging and acceptance. Another way to embrace vulnerability is by practicing self-disclosure with trusted friends or a therapist. By sharing one's struggles and insecurities, individuals can receive support and validation and gain perspective and insight into their feelings. This can lead to greater self-awareness and acceptance, and ultimately help to overcome self-doubt and fear of judgment. Number 7. Break down your fears. Overcoming self-doubt and fear of judgment requires a deep understanding of the fears that underlie these emotions. One practical strategy for addressing these fears is through the process of decomposing them. Decomposing fears means breaking them down into smaller, more manageable pieces. This can help individuals identify specific aspects of their fears and address them individually. For example, if someone fears public speaking, the thought of standing in front of a large audience and delivering a speech can be overwhelming. By breaking down the fear, the person can identify specific aspects that contribute to their anxiety, such as fear of forgetting the speech or fear of being judged. These smaller fears can then be addressed individually, such as practicing the speech until it becomes second nature, or reframing the fear of judgment as an opportunity for growth. Decomposing fears can also help individuals gain control over their emotions. When fears are overwhelming, they can feel paralyzing and prevent individuals from taking action. Breaking down the fear into smaller, manageable parts can help individuals feel more in control and confident in their ability to address the underlying issues. Number 8. Analyze your surroundings. Often, negative thought patterns can arise from feeling isolated and disconnected from the world around us. Closing ourselves off from new experiences and people can limit our perspectives and contribute to feelings of self-doubt and anxiety. Analyzing your surroundings involves evaluating your environment and identifying any negative influences or triggers. For example, if spending time with certain people consistently brings you down or triggers negative thoughts, it may be time to limit your exposure to them. On the other hand, surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people can significantly impact your mental well-being and help to counteract negative thought patterns. Another strategy for analyzing your surroundings is to seek out new experiences and challenges. This can include trying new hobbies, exploring new places, or taking on new responsibilities at work or in your personal life. By stepping outside your comfort zone and exposing yourself to new experiences, you can broaden your perspective and build your confidence, ultimately helping to overcome self-doubt and fear of judgment. Number 9. Speak to individuals. Speaking to a group of people can be a daunting task. However, speaking to individuals can be an effective way to overcome these feelings. It is easier to connect with someone on a personal level and have a more meaningful conversation when speaking one-to-one. Making eye contact and using active listening skills when speaking to individuals is important. This shows that you are engaged and interested in what the other person is saying and helps build trust and rapport. Additionally, focusing on the person you are speaking with can help distract you from negative self-talk and self-doubt. Speaking to individuals can also be a way to receive constructive feedback and support. When sharing your thoughts and feelings with someone you trust, they can offer valuable insight and advice. Having a different perspective on a situation and gaining new insights can be helpful. For example, if you're struggling with self-doubt in a particular area of your life, speaking to someone with experience in that area can provide helpful tips and strategies. They can share their experience and offer guidance on overcoming these challenges. Congratulations! You've reached the end of the video and learned how to conquer self-doubt and fear of judgment by identifying and replacing negative thought patterns with positive ones. Self-care and action allow you to live a satisfying life without restrictive beliefs. Always remember you are deserving and capable of achieving your aspirations. Make sure to subscribe and catch our next video.